All right, so we're diving into
Right.
a UEFA Europa League match.
Yeah.
Braga versus Lazio.
Right.
You sent over some interesting articles about this.
Yeah, I did.
And on the surface, it might seem like a pretty straightforward David and Goliath kind of scenario.
Uh-huh.
Braga, the underdog, needing a win to stay in the tournament.
Right.
Against Lazio, who are already, sitting comfortably at the top of their group.
Yeah.
But as we're going to see,
Yeah.
there's much more to this story.
For sure.
Than meets the eye.
A lot of drama in this one.
So
yeah.
what really struck me was that the pregame analysis really didn't
give Braga much of a chance.
Yeah.
Not much of a chance at all.
But this match,
Right.
it became about so much more than just,
Yes.
one team's quest for an upset.
Yeah.
It really kind of highlights the complex dynamics of a tournament where simultaneous games and tiebreakers can just completely rewrite the narrative.
Absolutely.
6 minutes in,
Okay.
Braga scores.
Wow.
What a start.
Yeah.
You can practically feel the energy shift
I bet.
in the stadium.
Yeah.
The Braga fans are going wild.
Of course.
The Lazio supporters.
Yes.
Well, they seem
a little too calm.
surprisingly calm.
Yeah.
Like almost unnervingly calm.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's so fascinating here.
Yeah.
Is that their attitude?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some might say it just shows confidence.
Yeah.
But do you think there's a risk of complacency when a team is already through to the next round?
I mean, that's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Especially considering they were missing some key players.
Right.
Too.
They were.
So it does make you wonder if their manager had
if he had a plan.
specific strategy in mind.
Right.
Knowing they had already qualified.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, perhaps a more conservative approach was
It's possible.
the plan all along.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It could have been.
I mean, we don't obviously have access to the manager's pregame talk.
We don't.
But it would be interesting to know if he emphasized, holding back, conserving energy for later matches.
For the matches that actually mattered.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's halftime now.
Halftime.
And get this.
Okay.
Based on the scores of other matches
Right.
happening at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Braga is technically in a qualifying position.
Are you kidding?
Imagine the roller coaster of emotions
I know.
for those fans.
Yeah, they must have been going through it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then adding to the drama.
Oh, yeah. What happened?
They play Daft Punk's
Oh, no.
Get Lucky.
Oh, my goodness.
As the teams come back onto the field
As they come back on the field.
for the second half.
Wow.
Talk about, speaking of luck.
Right.
I mean, that music choice feels almost like
foreshadowing.
foreshadowing, right?
Right.
Especially given how things turned out.
Exactly.
And I think this is it makes you think about how much of this tournament
Uh-huh.
really comes down to chance.
I know.
One goal, one result elsewhere
Absolutely.
can completely change your destiny.
That's the beautiful game for you, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is where things take a heartbreaking turn for Braga.
Okay.
Because not only do they need this win,
Yeah.
they're also relying on
They're relying on other teams.
other results to go their way.
Oh, my goodness.
And suddenly, news comes in
Uh-oh.
from the Porto match.
Porto.
Another Portuguese team.
Right.
And they've scored.
Oh, no.
So imagine yourself
Oh, gross.
in that stadium
Yeah.
as a Braga supporter.
Right.
You're so close
You think you're...
to qualifying,
And then...
and then you hear that roar
From the other side of the stadium.
from the other side of the stadium.
Oh, my God.
As the Porto score is announced,
Devastating.
it must have been just absolutely devastating.
It's crushing, I bet.
But Braga keeps fighting, though.
I do.
Right?
Yeah.
They push hard in the second half.
They do.
And Lazio barely gets a shot on goal.
Really.
You've got to admire
They do.
their resilience.
Yeah. Absolutely.
They could have easily given up
Right.
at that point.
Yeah.
But they
They kept pressing.
kept pressing.
Yeah.
They kept creating chances. Remember that near miss by Horta?
Oh, I do.
I mean,
Yeah.
the tension in that moment
Oh, yeah.
must have been palpable.
The whole stadium holding its breath.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then in the dying minutes,
Mm-hmm.
Braga comes so close
Oh, no.
to scoring again.
So close.
But it's no good.
It's ruled offside.
Offside.
They win the match.
Wow.
But because of those other scores,
Right.
they're out of the tournament.
Oh, my goodness.
A victory.
Yeah. That ultimately ends in defeat.
It's incredible.
It's mostly Shakespearean.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this raises such an interesting question.
Okay.
Does the structure of the Europa League, with these simultaneous games and these tiebreakers, does it actually enhance the drama?
Does it make it better?
Or does it create an unfair playing field?
Or is it unfair? Yeah. It's a good question.
It definitely adds to the suspense.
It does.
But you can see how it'd be so frustrating for a team like Braga, who played their hearts out and still came up short.
Like, they're no fault of their own, really.
So here's a thought for you.
Okay.
Would you rather your team win a single match but be eliminated or lose a match but advance in the tournament? What does that say?
What does that say about us?
About our ideas of winning and success.
Yeah, what does it say?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
something to think about.
I know.
That is a deep dive.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Good. Well, that's going to do it for this deep dive.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
See ya.
We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.